super loud. Okay, so today's class is smart plans. So I'm basically gonna go over some back-end stuff to always check. I always start my command classes out with marketing profile and making sure that everything is where it needs to be, because that is actually what gets broadcast out on any of your marketing stuff or any of your smart plans or emails and all of that. So I'm going to talk about that, and then we're going to dive into smart plans, what they are, some ones I recommend, and then I'm also going to talk about how to add people to them and edit them and things like that. So if you have any questions at all during the class, go ahead and interrupt me. Happy to answer anything you have. Smart plans is probably one of my favorite things, just because it's easy for you all to get started with them. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much, Christy. So it's easy to get started with them. It's also a super easy way to stay in contact with your database, which is the hardest part that I know that agents struggle with, is keeping in contact with the people that they already know. So let's try to make that easier for you guys. All right, first things first, I logged into commands. There's a couple different ways you can log into command. Agent.kw.com, console.kw.com. You can also just Google KW command, and there's multiple links to find you where you are. You'll use your username and your password that you had set up whenever you did your onboarding, or one that you received after your onboarding. And then once you get to that, or get through the login page, you're gonna go ahead and be on your dashboard. Biggest thing I recommend is up here in the right-hand corner, which, well, you guys can kind of see. Anyways, up here in the right-hand corner, I'm gonna click on that, and then I'm gonna go to my settings. So by clicking on my settings, it's gonna take me to this lovely page as well. Some of the things I like to talk about here, especially for smart plan reasons, is down at the bottom. So if you scroll down, you're gonna see this command email. One thing that you wanna do is click manage, because this is where you're gonna check and make sure that your name is correct on your sender name from your emails. Also, that your reply to email is also the one that you want to be replied to. So I have my DOAS one, because that is the one I do use for work purposes. But if I click here, I have a couple other options as well. It shows me my KW email. This is my personal email, which is my recovery email. And then I just have my marketing profile email, which is the one that's in my marketing profile. So different things that you can use for your business. Highly recommend using your KW emails, just because if you want to keep your business separate from your personal, highly recommend it. Then you also, if you scroll down, you have a monthly account usage. You get 5,000 emails per month that you can send for free. You can also manage that subscription by clicking here. It pops up another wonderful browser, and it'll show you the plans and everything that you can use. This is what we call KW Marketplace. I'm going to also show you something else that's in KW Marketplace in just a second. So command email starting at $9.99. If you do $9.99, then you get up to 10,000. If you do $24.99, it's 20,000, and so on and so forth. So just a good option if you feel like you do need more than 5,000 emails per month. 5,000 is a good place to start, though. So I highly recommend.
Plenty for a little bit.
Yeah, should be enough to play around with for a while. So any questions on configuring your emails? Cool. Next, what I'm going to talk about is Twilio. This is for auto texting, auto mass texting. If you subscribe in the marketplace, I'm going to click here. It then goes into an entire article that I love so much about Twilio, how to use it, features, opting in and out, available plans. It's very inexpensive. For 300 credits, it's $3.16 a month. So it's like less than pennies to send out texts. Also, if you do not use some of your credits for 1 month, they roll over to the next month. So if you feel like you're like, oh, I'm sending out all these text messages right now, then I highly, highly, highly recommend maybe getting a little bit higher of a service. But then as you kind of go on, you're like, I'm not sending out as many texts, you can scale it back to a lesser amount.
That's just text, not emails.
Correct. This is texting only. And this is also just an option. So you're going to be using your command emails if you're using command smart plans, but you're not going to be using, you don't have to use Twilio. Twilio is automatic. Okay. Great option if you are wanting to send automatic text. It'd be a little scary though if you're sending out like 1,000 texts a month. or something like that, and making sure that those text messages have that value or have what you're looking for them to actually receive information back. It does also have, this is two-sided, two-way texting, so they can text back and you can respond. So it does not come directly to your phone. It does in like your app, but it doesn't come to like your actual phone. I'm going to show you the other option, which is not using Twilio, where you can send it directly from your phone number. Twilio, you will actually get your own phone number. Next thing I'm going to go to here. So I just went back to where we were. This is our settings tab again. I'm going to go to connect settings right here on the left-hand side. And I'm going to go to marketing profile. Now, one thing about your marketing profile is you do want to make sure that you have your photo on here. If you don't have a team logo, that's okay. You can upload just a generic KW Greater Springfield logo or a KW logo. This is really what shows on your websites, but it does kind of grab some of this information for your emails and things like that. So I always want to make sure, you always want to make sure that you come in here and you've got everything set up how you want it to with your information, anything you want us to say. It does automatically put your market center and your brokerage logo and your market center information. Again, just double check, make sure that everything's correct, because you just never know. Sometimes technology pulls from all over the place, so you just never really know. So just good things to double check here. Any questions on this? Marketing profile, we good? I love it. Okay, next thing I'm going to go to is I'm going to show contacts really quick. So if I go to my contacts, which that's technically a different class, but I'm going to show a couple things here. Now, you can see when a contact has smart plans attached to it. So all I did was click on the name of the contact. If I go to their little timeline and everything, it shows that this person has 2 smart plans attached to them. You can also add them to a smart plan in their contact card as well. Okay, makes it really nice and easy. Then I'm going to go ahead and go to my smart plans now. Just wanted to show the little contact part because there is always 2 ways to see everything. This is my smart plans now. So then I have a library here, but these are the smart plans that are currently in my library. So this is my smart plan library. You should have a lot already in there that are already put in there by Keller Williams Realty International. They make some really great smart plans, and they're ones I highly recommend to get started with. And then you can kind of dabble on some other ones. So I'm going to show how to find those. Now, as you can see up here, I don't have a Twilio account connected. It's literally telling me I don't, which is fine. Then I can subscribe in the marketplace, or I can learn more. Gives you that information that we already went through about Twilio. Now, as you can see here on these smart plans, you've got a couple options over here on the side. You can also click on this arrow and see what these smart plans entail, or what's kind of, part of them. You can add a contact directly to a smart plan by clicking on the little person. However, you can only add up to 20 people per smart plan in this part. If you go to your contacts and you do a select all, you can bulk add as many as you'd like. Okay, but on here you can only use 20 at a time. If I want to make any edits to a smart plan, then I just click the pencil. If I want to copy, publish to the library, or delete. So if I publish to the library, then it goes out there in like Keller Williams world, and every single person can see your smart plan, which is awesome if you have like a rockstar smart plan that you want to share to people, or if you're teaching a class. Brian Fisher shares a lot of his smart plans because he teaches a lot. So he shares a lot of his from our market center, which is cool. I'm going to go ahead and click edit because this is my one from last time. You can also just create from scratch if you'd like to. Basically, it's just creating one. But I'm just going to go ahead and click this one really quick just to make it a little bit easier. So I already have this smart plan created. So all I have in it right now is just a task. But over here is all your actions that you can add to a smart plan. Something else, you're good. Something else that's kind of cool is adding a trigger event. So if you have a smart plan that has a specific purpose, such as you're running Facebook ad campaigns, and those leads that are coming in, you want to get them added to a smart plan immediately. Because what if someone's searching on Facebook in the middle of the night, and then they go ahead and they put their information into your Facebook ad that they come across? You can actually add a trigger so that in the morning, because Twilio and stuff only runs from like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Okay, let's be mindful of everyone's time. Don't want to get text messages at 2 a.m. So then right in that morning, you can have the first thing of a smart plan actually be a text message that goes out like, hey, saw that welcome to my page. I saw that you liked my listing, would love to connect with you. Then you can also have an email go out at the same time too. So kind of nice. To add a trigger event, I just click on the little add trigger event up here at the top. Category is going to be contacts. And then it's going to be a contact tag that will be added to that contact. And then you can actually select which tag that you want to be on there. So what I would do is like Facebook ad. I don't even know if I have one. Oh, I do. Add that in there. So then anytime anybody like a lead comes in, that's like coming from that Facebook ad, because you can add a tag inside of the Facebook ad campaign, it'll automatically get that. And then it automatically adds them to the smart plan. You can also do this for like, if like any sort of leads that come in, you can also do it as like, what if you have like a church group or something that you're a part of and you meet like weekly, then you can have those tags on there. And as you add a tag to a new contact in there, it'll automatically add them to a smart plan. It says, welcome to our church group, things like that. So it's an easier way for you not to have to remember to do those things. That's something that is just an automatic. And it's just
go into your business account, your Meta account on Facebook for that particular page to set that up too.
You have to have a business page that's linked to your personal page. And then when you do a Facebook ad campaign, I just use Facebook ad campaigns because it's the thing that I work with a lot. And like, I know that works. You just have to add that specific tag. So now whenever a contact's in there, it automatically adds the tag, automatically adds into the smart plan.
Okay.
Yeah. Any questions on any of that? I like to show it. It's a cool little tidbit thing. So, okay. Other things to go through. Obviously, this first one I've already put it in here, is just creating a task. This could be a reminder. This could be call so-and-so. You've got priority levels you can add to it. You can put when it's due. You can put time that it's due. So if there's certain times that you are maybe doing some of your database cleanup or some of your tasks or planning your lead gen time, then you can put it for those specific times. Over here is what we call merge fields. So merge fields are really cool. It automatically will put the emails, phone numbers, names, birthdays, any of that stuff into your task name or your description. You can put them absolutely anywhere. And it makes it nice so then that way you don't have to remember who to call. It'll automatically grab it because you can just add this to all your contacts. First task, call these 4 people because I just put them on this. Maybe it's new leads. Maybe it's open house follow-ups. So pretty nice. I'm going to show you guys some open house stuff after this too in the library, because that's another one that I do recommend if you do open houses, putting them on a smart plan to anyone that you meet, and you can do a trigger event. Again, tag open house, automatically put them in. Other ones that I like to talk about, so we can do like make a phone call. Again, kind of similar to a task, but call them about whatever. Sending an email, this is actually going to be like, here's your reply to. Remember, you figured that out in your settings. Remember, your settings is all your back end, everything. Your subject, so this is actually what the email is going to say in the subject line. So like follow up from an open house, things like that. You can do a simple text, which is basically just like, thank you, or you can do, hold on, hello. Merge field, oops. Contact first name. Thank you for coming to my open house at 1234 Main Street. I would love to connect and get your feedback on what you thought. And then you can actually put your agent first name, you can put your app link, anything that you want. So it's actually everything that you want to put in that email. You can also put your phone number. So, Easy things. That's, they're gonna get an email. That's what it's gonna look like. Just simple email that's gonna come out. Do you wanna wave your hand up? It's still not working. Ugh. I love the lights that go off automatically, but they forget about us. If you're at the front of the room.
So with this,
Yeah.
could you, okay, so you say you got contact information,
Yeah,
but like say you only got the email or you only got the phone number, could you do like, like if you only get one, send them this, or like if or statements
Yeah.
or if and statements, or send them to both or whatever you want?
yeah, so so if you are looking, I would separate them, because it will send, if you're putting them on a smart plan, it's not gonna skip a step.
Mhm.
Okay, so you wanna make sure like, okay, these are the people that gave me all their phone numbers, these are the people that gave me all of their
Okay, emails.
emails. So you can kind of separate those out and be like, hey, I'd love to connect with you, would you mind sending me your phone number?
Okay.
And kind
But
of
like,
adding
if-
that in.
Okay, so you can't do like, if I only get one, send it to that, but if you get both, send it to one.
Not in the same smart plan.
Okay,
Okay, that's a good question. But no, but you can filter. So contacts now have new filters, so you can do like either or and that kind of stuff, and
okay,
you can
this tag
filter
and
them
this
out.
tag,
Yep, and you can kind of filter them out that way. Yeah, good question. Then you can add them to whatever smart plan. Because the main goal really is if you are getting contact information, you're wanting to make sure you have those 4 key pieces. Does anybody know what those 4 key pieces are?
well, name, phone number, email address, and then where they live, address.
Physical address,
Yeah.
yep, exactly. Name, email, phone number, physical address, okay? Everything else is a bonus, like if you get their birthday, which a lot of their birthdays are on Facebook, easy way to go and find them. Home anniversaries, any past clients or any upcoming clients, making sure that you're adding that information in too. Those again are easy touches. There's smart plans for them to remind you to send a birthday card, a home anniversary card, flowers, like whatever, birthday text message or phone call. Easy ways to do it is through your smart plans. Okay, I'm gonna go next to a text message. Again, I haven't been putting delays in here. I highly recommend delays because it's just gonna be sending things over and over and over again. So if I add a delay, you can put for amount of days. So typically for like, we're gonna use open houses as examples, okay? Open houses, you typically want to reach out to them the day after your open house, right? And you kind of want to keep following up with them for, how long do you think?
At least a week or two.
Okay, yep, I would agree, week or two, depending on what their interest is or what their replies are.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And so you can go ahead and set these delays to be like, okay, this I wanted to send the next day, or this I wanted to send the next day, or this I'm gonna give it 3 days and then delay and then send another email or make a phone call. Okay, so think about that. Let's go back up to text messages. So like I suggested, you do not have to use Twilio. You can just keep it as text tasks. So if you do create a text task, gosh, say that like 5 times fast. It's a tongue twister for sure. Then this will not be an automated text. It'll actually send you a task on your dashboard on your homepage to text that person. If you're on your Command Mobile app, you literally go to your tasks, you see the person, you click on the person, you can text them directly from there, pulls up your text messages right on your phone. Okay, it also then logs it that you did text them. So that makes it really nice too. If you do an automated one, it logs it as well. But if you're just doing those things manually, not automated, not a big deal. Okay. So if you're not wanting to do Twilio just yet, totally fine. Get your feet wet with just doing text tasks and getting more comfortable with that. Then if you're like, okay, I think I got this. I think I can do Twilio at least for birthday text messages because that's an easy one. It goes out the day of their birthday. I trust it. Let's see what they say. Okay. You can also add yourself as a guinea pig. Highly recommend doing this anyways. And you already do kind of get added if you've joined in the last 2 months. Scott Leroy puts you in there and they start you on no smart plan already. But you can add yourself to a smart plan to make sure that it's coming through how you want it, to test it out first. So it's always a good way to guinea pig it. Yeah, so if you do an automated text, then it'll be, see, it's yelling at me, I don't have a Twilio account, but it would tell me that stuff as well. Now, do you see down here dynamic? So static means like one text message will be sent. Dynamic is a ton of different message options. So you can have multiple options for your text messages. So if I click on this, here's text 1, here's text 2. This is it's like, I recommend this for like follow-ups. So like maybe like a 6-month nurture or something like that. And you send them a text a month. This will then differentiate it. So it'll send, so if you have like 6 text message options, it'll send 6 different texts every month. One text per month, but 6 texts over that 6-month period. So then that way, if they're not responding and they keep getting the same message, they're gonna be like, this is a robot,
Yeah.
you know? Then it kind of like looks a little bit weird. So dynamic texts are a good option if you are wanting to do more than one, having it sent out 1 per month, and they're different every month. So kind of cool there. If you're just doing a static, it's just the one text, put that information in. Again, your merge fields are down here. And then this is kind of cool. You can move them up or down. You can add them to another smart plan. You can restart your smart plan. Adding them to another smart plan is kind of like they graduated from this one. Like, okay, 6 months, like they haven't talked to me. Maybe I should put them on the 12-month now, or just like maybe it's another smart plan that's like reach out to me whenever you want to talk, or maybe it's like you only send something to them every couple of months. So
Does it automatically put an opt-out?
it does
Okay.
for everything. We have to be TCPA compliant.
You
And
can
we don't
text.
have to,
Text you. It does say if at the very beginning, the first time, if you're on a team, it says that you're on a team. And so you may be receiving information or like maybe you're receiving responses from somebody else. But that's only one time. And then after that, it goes away. There is an opt-out though. They can click stop.
and so it is set up to, like, if they opt out, to get it done in the time frame, the 10 days.
If they do it within the middle, then it'll just end everything. It'll end your text messages at least, but it won't end like your smart plan. Like your
Right.
emails.
Yeah, it'll just, that particular one,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
okay.
But if you have 5 text messages in one smart plan, they will no longer receive text messages from your Twilio.
Okay,
Now, your personal phone, they can't opt out of that. But if they do say, don't contact me, make sure you put that in there. Maybe should you put that in their contact card that they don't want you talking to them or that they don't want to be solicited to or whatever. But yeah, good question. Okay, any questions on how to create any smart plans? This is also just editing smart plans too. So I just edited one. I can make any changes that I want, but I want to show you guys the library. So the really great thing about Keller Williams is you don't have to start from scratch. Why recreate the wheel? I bet you dozens of other people have already created the wheel the exact same way as the other ones, and you can just steal something and make it your own. So I know, it's awesome. And that's why we get to the library. So this right here is your smart plan library. You can search for anything you're looking for. You can search by smart plan name, author name, description. You can also filter if you want like durations, different authors, how many touches, downloads, 5 stars, anything like that. Now, if I am looking for something specific, so they have a lot of featured up here, the monthly call plan. It's a good one. Marty Miller, he's one of my favorites. Highly recommend him. So anything he does, I'm like, yeah, good stuff. Here's a few steps. You're gonna call them. It's gonna delay 30 days. It's gonna restart. Really can't get much easier, right? You're gonna put them on that. You're gonna call them monthly. It doesn't have to be hard.
Will only be clients I like.
Exactly. Or maybe somebody that like that maybe they are interested. And you're like, hey, just wanted to check in, see how things were going. Another one that you can do for those ones is the monthly neighborhood nurture. If you have where they're wanting to move to, or where they're currently living, you can put them on the monthly neighborhood nurture, and then it'll send them
Ooh.
an email.
I want to do that.
Yep. It'll send them an email for where they currently live, and then you can add multiple neighborhoods. So it'll send multiple neighborhoods and what listings are actually live in their neighborhood that they currently live in or that they want to live in. It's a great way for them to see, hey, I want to move. Because that house sold for $40,000 more than I paid for mine, exact same blueprint. Mine's a little bit more updated, maybe we can do a little bit better, you know? It also does average days on market, average sales price, increases and decreases, like it shows
Oh, yeah,
you
it's educating them. like,
everything.
Man, they're gonna be, once you go to that listing appointment, they're gonna be telling you about it.
Absolutely. Yeah, and then you can also see what they're clicking on. And it goes to your website. So it's actually using like your website searches. So it'll show you like on your, I'm gonna go to my homepage real quick. See these recently active? I haven't had anybody active in the last 72 hours, but it would show you who was recently active. It'll show you those
Recently
people.
Clicked on your website.
Correct. And it's the email, like if you are sending the monthly neighborhood nurture, it'll tell you like, hey, this person was active on your website. And then you can see who it is, go to their profile and see what they've actually been clicking on. I'm on it with like my own personal stuff, so hold on. Nope, wrong one, wrong person. Alter ego. Okay, see, I viewed the listing. Tells me when I viewed the listing, what time, what day. So it shows that I viewed this listing, shows that the email was sent. This was a smart plan error, probably because I didn't have a text message, I didn't have Twilio connected, but it shows you everything that's happening with your smart plans. Like I had just added that to like 17th, but a text message didn't go out. So I got a text task instead, unless I had Twilio selected. Yeah, that's really cool, right? You can see what they're doing.
This will sound like a dumb question, but that very simple smart plan where it just said, call the people, you know, and then repeat. Does it just send you the task? It just as a reminder?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, it'll send you reminders. Absolutely. There is no auto dialer,
Okay,
unfortunately.
I was like,
There is no.
oh my gosh, thank the Lord, because I'm.
Yeah. Yep, there is no auto dialer. So you do have to pick up the phone and call your people. So good question. I love it. Okay, other ones that are in here, like I said, you can search open house. Look at them all. Open house follow-up. This says 29. This is by Keller Williams. You know, it's probably pretty good. Can't be beat. You can actually view the steps before you add it. Hey, contact, thanks for coming by. What did you think of the open house? Delays one day. Send a nice to meet you, the open house email, phone call, send a text. And I think this is about 2 weeks. Yeah, about 2 weeks. Okay. And then this will show you what smart plan. So if you do add this, it'll tell you to add the other smart plan that it has connected to it.
Just a lot, like a long-term.
Yeah, probably. Yep. And you can edit that too. You can switch out what smart plan you actually want it to be, but, or you could just grab the one. Yeah, KWGS open house. Who is this? That's not us. Must be somewhere else. Post open house follow-up, my open house follow-up, all of those. So you can actually add these smart plans to your libraries. I will tell you, a lot of the Keller Williams ones cannot be edited. So I'm gonna go back really quick. Let me go to the birthday one. Okay, see over here on the right-hand side, it says this is a Keller Williams managed plan. That is because with the birthday smart plan that they created, it actually links to the actual date that you put in for the birthday. It's the only one that can do it. Same thing with home anniversary. So you can't edit those ones because they are specifically coded to actually work with the date. Because if you're making your own birthday one, you'd have to configure how many days. And yeah, so it like, because it's automatically triggering based on a date. So there's a couple that you can't edit, but a majority of them.
Why don't they just add that feature though?
I think they're probably getting to it, but I think it might be a little more difficult. Because I actually didn't really think about it until a few months ago when someone brought it up and I was like, I didn't even think about that. Because a lot of the other ones, because you can start somebody on a smart plan and you can start them to start tomorrow and then, but it wouldn't know to grasp their birthday from their contact card. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, maybe it'll come at some point, but right now just use theirs. I promise it's great. You can edit the actual like stuff in it. So like if you wanted to say something else like on your birthday text message, not a big deal. You can do that. Okay. You can
Gotcha.
edit this
But you have
stuff.
to have their birthday information filled out
Yes.
in their contact
Correct.
information.
Correct. Yep, or it'll yell at you.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
Nope, that's a really good, I'd like to bring that up. Monthly call plan here, so this one is a Keller Williams Smart Plan, however, I can make edits to it. But why would you? Oh wait, what is this? Oh, my monthly call plan, okay, never mind. This is the one I was just talking about that we had. As a part of your commitment to be calling them once a month, you can actually then edit, you can end the Smart Plan, you can add your own stuff to it
I
too.
have a question. So if say, you make a call,
Mhm.
and then you can, in tasks, you can go, well, they didn't pick up, or we had a conversation.
Yeah.
Could you say, add like a trigger event, say, hey, if they didn't pick up, send this text message that's like, hey, missed you yesterday, would be good to catch up or whatever. Or if they did, hey, nice chatting with you. Feel free to reach out whenever, you know. Or would you have to use
You-
multiple smart plans?
You would have to add them to like another Smart Plan, but I think that it would just be something that you would just do automatically.
Okay,
Just like put it in there quickly, like put the activity in there that you called them.
okay.
And then say like they didn't pick up, because if you know, on like your. I just keep using myself, even though I have a bunch of people in here. I think I have Harry Potter in here too. Over here, your
Mhm.
activity,
Yeah,
if you do a call. Oh, it should say if they answered or not.
well, that's when you go to tasks and then
Oh,
you click on it,
okay,
like what were the
yeah,
results?
yeah, because then it'll pop up and say like, what was your result?
Mhm.
No, it will not. I don't think you can have it automatically do it.
That'd be cool.
It would be, put ideas.kw.com. Submit an idea and people
I've
vote
never
on
had
it.
one of those like actually get implemented.
Well, you gotta get people to vote for it.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. you
Oh
gotta,
my
like,
gosh, I
rally
love the whole
troops.
marketing campaign and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff and right now, so something really cool is about to get released and I'm on a training for it next week. Ads, I believe it's ad campaigns. I just, registered it, or I just registered for it, hold on. Paid ads experience, new paid ads experience. I'm on training for it next Friday, so maybe I'll teach on it next month. But, so they're implementing so much stuff, and right now their main focus I know is like the agent websites. They have like labs for it right now, because they're redoing the agent websites completely.
Okay, I was told to call Scott Leroy and see if I can't move stuff around.
Do that, email them,
Okay, cool.
email Scott Leroy, see if you can get some help with it, but they are launching new agent sites probably in the fall.
Gotcha.
Not a big deal, it's just gonna be more options, like more
Yeah,
features.
yeah, I would want more features other than just search for the website or search for houses.
Oh, yeah,
That
yeah,
seems
yeah,
like
yeah, they
90%
have
of
mortgage
users.
calculators that they can get on there,
that'd be cool.
testimonials, just
Oh,
what you
cool,
want.
yeah, just like a page where I can
Yeah.
just all like clients and
Yep,
stuff and
yep,
pictures and.
Yeah, you should also, Scott Leroy Marketing has a really good website class. They have a website 101 and a 201. They're only about like 45 minutes.
Okay.
Watch those. I teach the 101 class,
Okay.
so it's another good option. Okay, what the heck? Well, thank you, perfect, thank you, Teresa. Perfect, okay. Couple things before we wrap up. So see this little eyeball here? That means I have someone on that Smart Plan. If I click on it, it'll tell me who that person is. You can remove people from this. You can, of course, again, add people from it. You cannot edit a Smart Plan that has people already on it. Okay.
Oh, okay. You can't, so you have to make another one and then.
You can copy it and then make changes to it and then just add them to the new one. So yeah, just options there. Okay, so the two Smart Plans I do recommend is the monthly neighborhood nurture, my favorite, and the quarterly call plan. Those are the two Smart Plans I recommend to get started with. Other ones I recommend is if you are wanting to implement those like open house ones, those ones are pretty easy to get started with too. Just go find a good one and kind of tailor it to what you want it to say. If you're doing Facebook ad campaigns, those are good ones too, just as follow-ups. But two easy ones, monthly neighborhood nurture, quarterly call. You're gonna call your people 4 times a year. Now, if I am adding people, I'm gonna show you real fast. I wanna select every single person that's in my database. Add to Smart Plan. Okay, whatever. Harry Potter didn't have a phone number. So here's some options here. So you can start all of them now. So that means that these 16 people, I will be calling 16 people in one day. Okay. If you want to start on the following date, you can do that too. I don't want to do that today. I'm gonna start tomorrow. Cool. Stagger start is what I recommend if you are putting multiple people on a smart plan, such as the quarterly call plan. Monthly neighborhood nurture, it doesn't really matter. You know, if you want to stagger those, totally fine. But then that way it's a little bit easier to keep up. Maybe if you're adding like 200 people to a monthly neighborhood nurture, maybe stagger them. So that way you can kind of keep up with who's looking at stuff. So you're not also calling 200 people in one day because they've all been looking at your website. Stagger start, you can have a minimum contact per day. So you're like, I want to call 5 people a day. Great, 5 people. Okay. Questions? Do we feel better about smart plans? A little bit?
It's cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
It is really, really nice. And it's kind of like, so what I always recommend is when you first get started, make sure your marketing profile and stuff is all set up how you want it. It's the first thing I say, because if you are using smart plans like monthly neighborhood nurture, they're going to be going to your website and you want to make sure that that information is correct, that's showing up on your website externally. So easy stuff though, just plug and play. They make it easy. Other thing that I do recommend is getting those contacts, get that missing information. You got half your contacts with no phone numbers, email them, send them an email, say, hey, I just got my license and I'm working with Keller Williams. I noticed I've only got an email from you. I'd love to get a phone call or a phone number. Just keep in touch every once in a while, send you a text. You know, see what they say. At least they say no.
Yeah.
Do y'all have scripts already?
There are scripts. Coaching uses them a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coaching has a lot of them. We have Bold coming in August. Lots of scripts come from that. And we have Ignite every year, 3 times a year usually. There's scripts involved in those too.
Yeah, that just happened last month. Okay.
Yep, we're gonna be doing a condensed version in the holidays. So, yeah,
You seem really excited about that.
well, the condensed version I'm excited about because I love Ignite. It is an amazing, amazing training. It's just, it can be a little long. So we're gonna condense it and just pick our favorites and teach those October and November. So,
Okay.
yeah. Once Bold's over, back to Ignite. That's how it goes.
Okay.
But yeah, no, those are just things I recommend. Get that missing information and then dabble in smart plans. If you've got their addresses and you've got their email, monthly neighborhood nurture is the easiest thing. You do nothing. All you do is add them to the smart plan. It sends me an email. I get an email once a month. So does my husband, like, so does anybody else who I want to involve. You're fine. So yeah, add them to it. And then the quarterly call plan. Can't beat that either. You're just gonna call them and have a conversation, check in on them. 4 times a year, there's something going on. You know, you can call people up today. Hey, you guys excited about the new quarterback show on Netflix? You a Chiefs fan? Patrick Mahomes is on it. You, what is it, Vikings fan? Kirk Cousins?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Talk to them about whatever. People like to talk. And just connect with them that way. Cool. Any questions online? If you guys do, you know how to reach me. Kristen, I'm gonna call you after this class. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys.